Hello, everyone. Happy Friday and happy Valentine. There we go. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Friday. I've got my red on because I wear red twice a year, and it's for Valentine's Day and for Christmas. It's not my color, but I will celebrate the day. How's everyone doing? Yes, happy Valentine's Day. I'm getting a lot of good mornings from cold places, except for Doug and Nikki, because they're always nice and warm in Florida. Thank you guys all for coming and joining live. We have so many things to talk about today. So many things. In fact, I added them all to my software here, and I just kept adding because I just kept thinking of more things that we have to talk about. Before I get started, let me just say good morning to Sarah, cold and dreary in Wisconsin, but it's a great day. That's right. Happy Friday. Sarah, I love that. My 4-year-old's preschool teacher calls it Friday too. So now he calls it Friday, and it's the cutest thing to see that. But I agree. Friday, we got through the week. There was a lot of stuff that happened this week. And there's going to be more stuff, I think, that happens. And we're not even talking about what's going on in the world. We're talking about what's going on in our little section of the world with the Amazon Influencer Program. So, I almost forgot it was Valentine's Day. Yes. Good morning. Yeah. Snow here, no DoorDash this last. Yeah. Maine, pretty chilly. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day from New Orleans. Love it. Yes. Let's talk about the rate promotion here for a second. I have a feeling most people, if not everybody, got it. I did hear of someone getting it for on-site. I only got it for off-site, but if you guys aren't sure what Christina is talking about, make sure you check your email because there was a special rate increase for a period of time. Like I said, I only got mine for off-site. Did anybody get theirs for on-site too? Yeah, Doug and Nikki. I think pretty much everyone got it too. It was just like delayed, right? Because we're in another group and most people got it. And then the people that didn't get it, I think they all ended up getting it like today or yesterday. But what it is basically Amazon is saying, hey, if you promote these certain products during this certain time, you will earn more commission, right? So if you're brand new, that's what that means. And they did include a list of products, which is very long, and good luck opening them. If anybody can open it, that would be wonderful. It tends to crash my computer. Yeah, just offsite. Yeah, I know 5x onsite would be pretty amazing. Doug and Nikki, I know it would be like 2021 again. That was a great year. Actually, that's when I got started. I got approved at the end of 2021. So I know, man, Doug and Nikki, I know you guys are OGs. There were so many great incentives early on. Like I remember my first incentive was make 2 vertical videos under 30 seconds long and earn $500. It was amazing. I did take all day to make those 2 videos, and they're probably 2 of the best videos I've ever made vertically, and they still earn for me today. But I remember telling my husband, like, oh my gosh, Amazon's going to pay me $250 per video, like upfront. This is amazing. Yes, offsite. I think it'd be a waste of my time. Yeah, you know, what I would say to that is just opt in, even if you're like, I don't feel like even trying to open that crazy spreadsheet that they sent me because it's got, 14,000 products on there or however many. You should just opt in anyway on the off chance that you've already created for that product, right? You don't really have to do anything except just click the button to opt in, and then maybe you'll get lucky, maybe you won't. But yeah, I think, it's definitely for offsite. It's definitely for promoting offsite. You're not going to earn anything extra on site, but that's what Creator Connections is for. Let's see. Regina said, so in one group, someone did download a spreadsheet of all the ASINs. Good. Yes, there is a spreadsheet, and it's just so incredibly huge. So it keeps crashing my computer every time I try to download one of those. So I may get to it. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's kind of what has been happening with these offsite promotions. So do we promote the products or do we have to create videos for them and put them on our storefront? So confused. Great question. So when there is an opportunity for earning offsite, you are more than likely going to, I mean, you're not going to earn anything just for doing shoppable videos on site. But if you create a shoppable video and then you post it offsite or you link to it offsite, that's where the earnings are going to come in for that particular product. So you're not going to earn that extra for any on-site sales, but you will earn for off-site. So you do have to promote off-site, right? And so yes, Doug and Nikki, you guys nailed it as always, right? Unless you have a strong off-site, yeah, just opt in and maybe you'll get lucky, right? If you have a strong off-site, this is a good opportunity for that. But if you don't, opt in and you don't necessarily have to do anything with it if you don't want to. I know the list is crazy. And so I like I said, I try to download these lists every time. And because the file is so huge, it always like messes up my computer. And so I haven't even attempted this one actually this time. Yes. Hi, Leslie. Leslie said, oh, so this promotion is only for offsite. Yes. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. So, I mean, it's worth it to just click the button, opt in. Sure. Like I said, like Doug and Nikki said, on the off chance that you have any of those items that are on that long list that you've already created for. But if you're not promoting a ton offsite, it's probably not going to do a whole bunch for you. Instead, I would look to creator connections. So everyone just make sure you're looking at creator connections and at least every couple days or so and opting into the campaigns that especially you that you have products already for, that you've already created for. So you guys, there's been so many new changes this week. I don't even know where to start, but I do have a long list of things that we have to talk about. And the first thing that I want to talk about with you all is the webinar from Amazon yesterday, which was all about like how to upload shoppable videos, right? And you guys know me, right? I really try to be very positive and encouraging. But when I get an email like this from Amazon that's like, join our webinar, we're going to teach you something. They usually don't teach anything new. And I guess I'm qualifying that because I've been doing this for a long time. So I guess it's nothing new to me. Maybe it's new to other people. But this whole webinar that they did yesterday was all about like the difference between, oh, actually I have a caption. I have a caption for you guys. And then I'll go back and answer questions. I see some good questions coming in here too. Creator Hub versus Creator Studios, right? So if you use Creator Hub, and I put the links underneath because I think this is a little bit confusing because a lot of people have already been using what Amazon is calling Creator Studios. It is the same interface where you upload content if you're doing international marketplaces. So if you upload to UK or Canada or anywhere like that, right? It's the same interface. We also have it for the US and we have had this interface for a very long time. And so if you guys, like I said, if you look underneath here, I linked to both of these places, right? So Creator Hub is your amazon.com/creator hub /manage. Okay. And this is where our softwares work, like Fluencer Fruit, right? If you are a Fluencer Fruit user, then you will see your analytics on there and you will see like, so much more information, right? You can download your information, you can see conversion rate and all that good stuff. This is what the third-party software. But what you can also see is your view through rate. What's the percentage that people have viewed through? And for me, that's very important because I really think that people need to watch at least 50% of your video in order for you to earn. So that is a metric that I'm looking at all the time. So I use Creator Hub and I am not super happy that it is going away because I think it's a much better interface than Creator Studios. Creator Studios is nothing new. If you missed the webinar yesterday from Amazon, I posted about this in the Facebook group. This is all they covered that was new, and it's not new. So basically, instead of Creator Hub, which is that Creator Hub /manage page, now as of in 4 days on February 18th, you have to upload via amazon.com/manage-content, or you just navigate through your storefront. Basically, you just upload through your storefront, but that's the link, the manage content link, where you can see all of your content in one place and then kind of toggle between videos and idea lists and photos and all that. I don't like it as much because it's harder to read. There's not as many analytics, and my softwares don't work with it yet. I know that they will. I know Liz is diligently working on getting Fluencer Fruit integrated with managed content, but I mean, they gave us like a few weeks notice on this, which is at least they gave us notice, right? Because because like for these other changes I'm going to talk about, there was no notice, and the amount of emails that I got from people. Um, Yes, the amount of I'm reading all of your comments as I'm talking to you. Yeah, Beth, I use Creator Hub. Creator Hub is greater than Creator Studios. I was hoping they were going to like reveal this big I was hoping they were going to reveal this big like new, place to upload and all that good stuff. And they didn't. It's just this managed content page. We've been using this for years, or well, other people have. I really haven't been. I like Creator Studio, or I like Creator Hub. But yes, so that was the big reveal. It's nothing new. That's all it is. So unfortunately, that's going away, and that kind of stinks. Excuse me. All right, let me answer a couple of these questions here. Doug and Nikki said, do you think the 50% metric is more on point than the 30 seconds? If so, we need to shorten our content. You know what, Doug and Nikki, I do, because I see a lot of people posting content that are less than 30 seconds, and they still earn from that. I don't think, I know somebody said in the webinar yesterday that it was the 30 seconds was the metric for being able to get paid, right? That we think Amazon customers need to watch your video for at least 30 seconds. I personally don't think it's 30 seconds. I think it's 50%, because I think that there are people out there teaching, because I've seen, and you guys know too from that group that we're in, right? Where we see people that are like scamming the system, and there's all these different ways, right? That people scam the system. And I'm not going to say what they all are, because they're all out there. But one of the ways that we see, some of the storefronts that are a little questionable, right? We see a lot of videos that are like 5 seconds or 7 seconds or 10 seconds. They would not be creating they have to be making money, or why would they be creating 5, 7, 10-second videos, which are not helpful, right? But and some of these storefronts have thousands of these videos. So I also think Amazon moves the bar. So maybe the bar has been moved, but just over the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 months, I've noticed that the products that pay out for me, the more commissions I get on the products that pay well for me on commissions, I make a lot of sales on those videos. When I look at my Creator Hub, those videos are always over 50%, or they're right there, like 48% view through percentage. So I do really think that is that's a metric that you guys should all just take into account when you're creating a video. So if you're creating a 45-second video, make sure that those first 25 seconds are very engaging. We can test this though, right? So I don't do a lot of videos less than 30 seconds. I try to keep it about a minute. So let me just answer a couple of the questions that came in before. Susan said, will it be held against you if you don't opt in? Susan, no. So this is for the offsite like rate increase that probably hopefully everybody got in their emails over the last week or so. It will not be held against you if you don't opt in. But there's also no harm in opting in. So really either way. And yes, Christina, so when I say offsite, you mean like on your YouTube channel? Yes. So anytime there's a promotion that goes to your offsite Amazon ID, right? Not the one that starts with on AMZ, just the other one, right? So you're only earning for offsite. So that means you have to, basically that's where the customer starts. That's how I like to think about it. So when I talk about offsite, that means the Amazon customer who's purchasing your item that you're earning the commissions on starts off Amazon. You're bringing them onto Amazon, which is counterintuitive kind of to what I'm saying, but they start off Amazon. Whereas on site, when you're earning on site, right, that customer starts on Amazon, and then they're watching your shoppable video on the product listing page, and then they purchase, and then you earn for your on site. So off site, customer starts off Amazon, on site, customer starts on Amazon. Yes, Creator Connections. I know Creator Connections is blowing up. It's a huge opportunity. If you guys aren't in Creator Connections and you haven't messed around with it yet, you need to go do that, because it's one of the best, easiest ways to earn increased commission. And you do earn for on site. So people that are already on Amazon buying, if they watch your videos for Creator Connections, you will earn on site for Creator Connections too. Yeah, it was at 30,000 campaigns a week ago and now over 42,000 campaigns this morning. I know. It's amazing. It's kind of really hard to navigate. And if anyone has a software, I know Fluencer Fruit is building this in, but if anyone has a recommendation on like, how do you, I think we need to do like a Creator Connections like strategy. I mean, I have my own strategies as far as, you know, finding campaigns on Creator Connections and all that. You always want to start with the recommended ones, obviously, but how do you navigate through 42,000 campaigns? And I think there's got to be a better way to be able to pull this information. Yeah. Hi Gigi. Oh my gosh, Gigi, I have an email drafted to you for a week now. I promise I'm going to send it today. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, but I owe you an email. Yeah, I know I attended one of those webinars and honestly, it was a waste of my time. Honestly, the only reason why I went is so that I could update you guys, because I kind of knew it was going to be a little bit of a waste of time, but I also needed to verify that Creator Studios was already something that, you know, that we were using, and it wasn't just this big different, you know, what we were all hoping was going to happen was just going to be like this way better interface with more analytics. And no, that didn't happen. Yes, I agree. It's not a reflection of the presenter, but the information itself. I thought the presenters were fine. Actually, I watched one, I think I talked about this a few months ago. There was one webinar and it was rough, and it was the presenter, right? But you know, to her credit, she did everything she could. I think she just got thrown into it, right? She was obviously working from home, had terrible lighting, didn't really know what she was doing. Poor thing, probably Amazon was probably just like, well, you're doing this. So I'm glad that they did it in the studio. I agree, the presenters were fine. But to Beth's point, they usually don't teach anything new. And some of the people, a lot of people here were on the webinar. I saw you guys and we all said hi to each other. They didn't really answer any questions. Like, in fact, they would say things like, so there were a lot of questions about, like, should we keep doing vertical videos because Inspire is gone? And we're going to talk about that next. Should we keep doing vertical videos when Inspire's gone? And you know what they said? They said, we'll test it. Test vertical videos and test horizontal videos and see which ones work better for you. And so I think one of my comments after that was, if only we could see that in the data and in the analytics, if only we could see conversion rate by video, wouldn't that be fantastic? Test it. Why don't you let us know how we can test it, right? So yes. Hey, Maggie, good morning. Good morning. I know having those metrics is not having those metrics is going to be a bummer for sure. Let's see here. Let's see. So if we share a video to France and Italy, will the customer have the option to see it in France and Italy? Will the customer have the option to see it translated? I believe that you have to translate. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that when you are uploading to international marketplaces, you have to have the video already translated. Amazon's not going to like automatically do that for you. And I know that was the case because I had people who were uploading to non-English speaking countries and getting videos rejected for the language issue. So I do believe that you have to translate the video on your own if you're going to be uploading in countries where English isn't the first language. Yes. Let's see. Tiffany said, I was part of an influencer push for Amazon Inspire that paid us to post 10-second videos. Yes. So that's why I don't think 30 seconds has been the bar. I don't think it's been 30 seconds for a very long time. I think it was 30 seconds back in 2021 and probably 2022 as well. But I do not think the bar is 30 seconds as far as getting paid, right? Because yeah, Amazon then they do incentives, right? Where they're saying, we want videos that are less than 30 seconds. And why would they ask us to create videos that are less than 30 seconds if they're never going to pay us on those videos, right? So yeah, I do believe that it's at least 50%. Yeah, at least 50%. Oh, Cooking with Chris said, I got a shoppable video stolen last week. I reported it to the creator that stole or I reported it, but the creator that stole it had thousands of videos on their store. Wonder how many of them are stolen. Cooking with Chris, if that's the case, my guess is all thousands of those videos are stolen, or at least 80% of them are. So if you see that, so you should always report your stolen video for sure. But then what you should also do is, if you have the time and you want to do this, and I know lots of wonderful people who do this a lot, and I won't say their names, but I really appreciate them and everything that they do when they find these storefronts of people that are breaking the rules and cheating, and especially if someone is stealing content. My gosh, we should all be opening up a chat with Amazon and just report the whole entire storefront so that Amazon has a log of it. And the more people that do it, the better, because once that creator gets their account shut down, they're not getting paid for any of that. So depending on how far you want to go with that. But I'm sorry that happened to you, Cooking with Chris, but I'm guessing you're not the only one, and it's probably not the only video that's been stolen of yours, unfortunately. All right. Let me see here. Oh, yes. Doug and Nikki said, more and more creator connections brands are pushing to violate terms of service by asking us to buy and return, or buy and they'd refund. Ugh, just reported one today. Doug and Nikki, that is, yeah, you guys, you got to report that for sure. It's very much against terms to purchase something and then get reimbursed through like PayPal or whatever, or to purchase something and create a video and then return it. Amazon will shut down your account for that for sure. But they'll also shut down the seller account if they find out that you purchased something and that seller gave you a refund. It's against terms of service because it manipulates sales data for Amazon, and Amazon is very protective of their data and their sales. And I mean, there have been whole companies that Amazon has bought to find out things like who are your friends and family, so that we're not just sending our affiliate link to our friends and family and they're purchasing, all the time, which I personally think there are way worse things, right? Like if I'm recommending, my new microphone to my friend, why should I not get paid for that? I don't necessarily agree with that. But yeah, you have to be careful if you guys have questions, you can always come to the Facebook group and ask these questions too when we're not, on here on Fridays. Let me just throw up that link too, because this is our free Facebook community. So like to keep the conversation going, or if you have questions that come up during the week, or if you just want feedback on things like the incentive emails or the webinars from Amazon, come join the Facebook group, because there are actually a lot of you guys are already in it, which is so wonderful. But it's just a nice resource because everyone's so helpful. We're pretty positive for the most part. But yeah, it's a great community and everyone is super, super helpful. Let's see here. So many questions. You guys have great questions, and I want to get to some of the other topics that I have on here. Okay, let me see. Samantha said all of my videos. Oh, actually, hang on a second. Sorry, you guys are still scanning that. I'm going to leave that up just for a second here, just so everyone join the free Facebook community. This is stuff we talk about all week. So when we're not here on Fridays, like I said. Let's see. True Freedom says, has Canada shut down their carousels completely? Is it worth uploading shoppable videos to Australia? It's so frustrating because I actually had somebody that was like, you should be posting in the group when, the international marketplaces have shoppable videos or not. And I'm like, well, first off, or you could just check on your own. But second off, it changes so much. Amazon sent out emails saying we are launching shoppable videos internationally, and they had them and then they took them away. And so when they're there to answer your question, when the shoppable videos are up, I will post on my international marketplaces, and when they're not, I don't. And I don't know if that's the best strategy. Honestly, that's just like my time saving strategy. And that's why I do that. That's purely it, right? Like if I had an infinite amount of time, I would post everything internationally just because I do think it would be worth it. Even though, shoppable videos are rotating on and off, right? So I think it's really up to you, but I personally don't rely on it. I would rather take that time to either create new videos for my US store or to post my existing videos on my YouTube channel because both of those pay me regularly, daily. So that's where I want to be focusing my effort there. Sarah said, all my videos are usually pretty long. So should I start keeping them under a minute? Sarah, or I'm sorry, Samantha. Samantha said that. Samantha, it depends, right? So you shouldn't just say like, I want all my videos to be 1 minute long. It really depends on the product. Like I have some videos I have are less than a minute, but it's because there isn't really much to say about it. Some videos I have are 4 minutes long because I'm showing the assembly and I'm showing a demonstration and how it works. And so for me, how I kind of like to think about it is I also look at price, right? And so if it's an item that's a lower priced item, I'm going to make that video short and sweet. Okay, because first off, there's a lesser chance that people are going to watch it because it's a lower price item. But second off, like there probably isn't a whole lot of stuff to say, right? Whereas with the more higher price items, there's probably more things to say. And I know for sure that that Amazon customer is taking a little bit more time to decide if they want to buy that thing because it costs more money. And because of that, they're going to stay on the product listing page for a little bit longer. They're probably going to watch a couple videos before they purchase that item. So, I think it really depends on the product itself. And I wouldn't just say, I should be keeping all of my videos to a minute because some of them are much longer. Samantha, I really think it's up to you, but I would look at, like I said, that product detail, but also like, what do you have to say about it? One other thing, and then I'll move on to the next question. One other thing I look at too is the competition, right? Because on the product listing page, if I'm creating a video for $100 item, let's say, and the carousel is all filled up, right? So I know it's going to be competitive, but the carousel is all filled up with videos that are 30 seconds to a minute long. That's great. But what I would do is I watch all of those videos that are in the upper carousel. And then I figure out a way that I can say something that they haven't already said or take it from a different angle, talk about a different pain point or something that that product has solved for me. But I'm going to do the opposite. If they're all 30-second, 1 minute videos, I'm going to make like a 3 or 4 minute video and just see what happens, right? Because you can always make another 30-second video for that same item. So I got a lot of ideas about that. All right. All right. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Yep. Good question. Doug and Nikki said I have lots of videos that are like 5 minutes. I always assume if someone watched for a minute and a half, that would qualify. Doug and Nikki, I don't know I don't know that that's not true. I do not know that that's not true. I think that if somebody is watching at least half the time, you're making money, but that doesn't mean that if your video is 5 minutes and they only watch the first minute and then still buy, you could still earn on that for sure. Amazon doesn't tell us. This is all like speculation from what I've seen in my data. And then when I do like private consults with people in my program, I've just kind of noticed this along, like I said, the last like 6, 8, 9 months. But we don't know for sure, right? That's why we have to keep testing and we have to keep on trying different things, right? Make a 30-second video, make a 10-second video, although I'm not really sure how super helpful that is for the customer, but it could still see if it earns for you, right? Make a 4-minute video and see how long people watch it and see if it earns for you. It really just, we're kind of testing, and that's that's one question. Yeah, no problem, Samantha. Happy to answer that. It's one question that I've asked on these Amazon webinars, 100 times, and I'm sure you guys have too. And yeah, it's they never answer. They never answer it. But I also think they move the goalpost. So I think that's why they don't answer. It's like their requirement for like don't talk about sales, right? Because they want evergreen content. It's like all their content should be evergreen except they move the post. So that's why they're not telling us these things. Speaking of not telling us things, Brandon, hey Brandon, I want to answer Brandon's question first. Can we create both a shoppable photo and a video for the same product? Brandon, most definitely you can. I've been doing that just to test it because it's so easy. The short answer is yes, you can make a video and then take a picture, take 2 pictures, and you can upload all of those. Yes, for sure you can do that. All right, so I want to talk real quick about I have 3 other things I have to talk about. We only have 30 minutes left. I want to talk about Inspire for a minute because there are a lot of questions on the webinar with Amazon yesterday, like I said, of people saying, should I be still creating vertical videos? And um I don't like to say I told you so, but I've been creating horizontal videos since day one, and I have been telling people why, right? Like, so if you guys are in my program, Influence and Earn, or you guys watch my videos on YouTube outside of the live streams here. Also, if you're getting any value from this, if you guys give me a thumbs up, if I do 2 thumbs up, I think I get fireworks. Yeah. If you guys smiled just now, you should really consider giving me a thumbs up. So with Inspire, right? That was all about the vertical videos. We had incentives where people were getting paid thousands of dollars to create these really short vertical videos. And Inspire is gone. It's just gone, right? So vertical videos are great for some things, but then horizontal videos are great for other things. And I have a video on my channel because people ask all the time, like, should I do vertical or horizontal? And my answer to that, like my 5-second answer, you guys can watch the video, but my answer to that is, where do you want your video to be placed on Amazon? And you can get vertical videos on product pages for sure. But in my experience, I mostly create horizontal videos because they work well for product listing pages. But then bonus, I get to repurpose those for YouTube because now YouTube has changed, right? And vertical videos that are under 30 or that are under 3 minutes are shorts on YouTube now. So, but you can repurpose vertical videos on TikTok and Instagram. So it's really all about, where do you want your videos to end up? And that's where, that's why you should figure out, should it be vertical or horizontal, or do both? And then you can post the appropriate format on all the appropriate platforms. But Inspire is gone. And I got so many emails this week after my email earlier this week that was like, where did you find this information? Where did Amazon announce this? They didn't, right? They didn't. It's just gone. So that's just how Amazon works, right? They're not really telling us. They're not really giving us a whole lot of information. Why did they get rid of Inspire? I don't know, but my best guess is it wasn't doing what they wanted it to do, right? They wanted to be like TikTok Shop, where people are just scrolling, find amazing things and then buy them. Except when people are scrolling, they're not already in that intentional buyer mindset. They're more of an impulse buyer, right? So if you are creating vertical videos, with the intention of getting on Inspire, or now it's not Inspire, but you can still tag interests. So you can still navigate to that in the Amazon app. There's no more Inspire, but you can navigate to shop by interest. And it's very similar to Inspire. And I think that's where all the videos from Inspire now live, are these shop by interest, because then you can click on these interests, right? Do you want to look at things about travel or storage organization or coffee, And so you can still find these videos. You can still get your videos placed on there. It's just not the Inspire app that's, linked right in the app. And then, you kind of scroll. So I think that Inspire just didn't do what Amazon wanted it to do. And man, they spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money trying to get that to do whatever they wanted it to do, but now it's gone. And that's something just to know about Amazon, is that things come and go, and there are going to be changes, just like Creator Hub and Creator Studios, right? So, you just have to be willing and able to adjust your strategy and stay on the up and up with what's going on, which you're doing by being here. So I appreciate you guys all for coming and joining live. There are 69 people on right now on this beautiful Valentine's Day Friday morning. So yeah, you got to roll with the punches. And if Inspire was a big part of your strategy, I'll say it was never a big part of my strategy. And all of you guys in my Influence and Earn program know why. But this is why, right? Because I can see what I can see what's working on Amazon, just like historically, right? So if you guys are brand new here, the reason why I do this, and like my knowledge comes from my background as being a seller on Amazon, like for the last 15 years, right? I've been making money on Amazon for 15 years. And so when the influencer program launched, it actually launched back in 2016. I signed up in 2017. And this is before you had on-site commission, right? And so you had a storefront. It looked so different. I have a training from way back then when I was teaching sellers, and I have screenshots and videos of what the old storefront used to look like. And man, it was actually, I think it might have been better than what it is now. It just looked like an older format. But that part has been around for a while, and I will say that Amazon is always changing things. But like at the core of Amazon and everything they do, bottom line is, so if you guys have ever seen like Jeff Bezos's flywheel, right? I'm gonna get like really Amazon nerdy here for a second, but I think it's going to help you kind of better understand how Amazon thinks and how they like take care of their business. And I think that'll help you earn more with the influencer program, just because you understand a little better. But if you guys have any time this weekend, look up Jeff Bezos's flywheel. He's very famous for, he started Amazon in his garage and he just sold books and whatever, but he created this flywheel. And it's just like how the entire business works. And like really at the core is customer service. And so for Amazon, they care about their customers first and foremost. And so I'm sure you guys can, like, if you think back to your experiences with buying stuff on Amazon, right? If you buy something on Amazon and you don't like it, it's very easy to return it. In fact, sometimes you don't even have to return it to get your money back, right? It's very easy when you're a customer. If you are a seller on Amazon, I know I have some FBA sellers on here too. If you're a seller on Amazon, they'll take care of you to a certain extent because they want you to sell your products on Amazon. But it's getting increased every year. It gets a little bit harder to be a seller on Amazon because they charge more fees, and customer comes first. So if you're a seller and you have products that people are returning, you may or may not get it back. You may or may not get any sort of reimbursement for things that get lost in transit or damaged in the warehouse or whatever. The same thing is with the influencer program, right? Amazon loves us in the fact that we help generate sales for them. But it's all about the customer. You will always be a second-class citizen to Amazon when you are not a customer first. So I do encourage everyone to buy things on Amazon so that you can go through that experience. But anyway, that's my rant on Amazon is always about customer first. So with Inspire, I don't think it was generating sales like how they wanted to. And I don't think it was an amazing customer experience either, because quite honestly, if I'm just like browsing or I just feel like scrolling for 5 minutes because I want to like take a brain break, as my 4-year-old says, I'm not going to Amazon to do that, right? I'm going to go to like Instagram or Facebook or maybe even TikTok, or I'm old, so I use Snapchat. But that, like, I'm not going to Amazon to just like browse around. And I don't think a ton of people were doing that either. And I don't think Amazon did a good job of advertising Inspire. I think it was just there and they were just hoping people would find it. But anyway, that's my rant. Yes, Regina, thank you. Click the thumbs up to like the video if you guys are finding this helpful. I've got about 20 more minutes. I'm trying to get more structured with these lives because I'm going to keep it to an hour. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible, and get all of the news and updates out as much as I can. All right, let me pause and answer a couple questions. Is the CC brand database coming soon as part of our training? Sorry, I've been away for a while. So, okay. Yes, we are. I actually have 2 people on my team doing this full time right now. What Christina is talking about is, so if you guys are in my program, Influence and Earn, we are creating a database. It's an influencer database. So everybody who's already in the program will get access to this database. It's like I said, I'm not going to reveal the the website yet because it's, like I said, my team is working on it. I have two people working on it full time right now. So what it's going to be is you get to basically create your own like web page, and you get to showcase yourself, and you get to create like an influencer profile. And then what happens is, because I work with a lot of sellers, right? And I'm actually going to speak at a seller conference. Oh my gosh, it's next month now. And we'll be talking about this database to all of these sellers. I think there's gonna be like 4,000 sellers there. And so everybody in Influence and Earn will have the opportunity to create their own login and create their own influencer page. And then that will help to match you with sellers in my network. So that's going to be that is going to be added hopefully in the next couple weeks, as the team is frantically getting it ready for me. And if you guys are like, what is she talking about? My program is called Influence and Earn, and I'm going to give you guys kind of the shortcut to getting there. If you go through, where's my masterclass? Somebody commented on how seamless I was on on putting these things up, and now I'm like, oh dear, I don't have, here it is. Yes, so if you guys are brand new, or you just haven't watched the masterclass yet, or if you are interested in joining my paid program, this is a good place to start, is to watch my free masterclass, which goes through like my 5-step system that I use to earn $100,000 plus every month with the influencer program, through onsite, through offsite, through partnering with brands. There's a lot of information in there to not only like get you started if you're brand new, getting approved for the influencer program and then getting your first 3 videos approved, but then also so much more beyond that, doing product research, how to create systems so that you're not working 20 hours a day and you're still earning good money. And yeah, how to earn offsite with YouTube, how to connect with brands. Like there's a whole bunch of good information in there, but this is the best place to start because you kind of get a little deal if you go through the master class first. But I love the program, and there's a lot of people in the program that are on this live right here that can attest to their experience with it. Or you can go ask questions in the free Facebook group that I posted earlier. But we have core modules. We have lots of different trainings. We have a private Facebook group. We do monthly Q&A calls. And then we do special trainings too. There's always new stuff added. Like we've added 4 brand new trainings in the last 3 months. There's new resources going in there every day. So not every day, sorry, every quarter. That would be too much every day. But what it is it's, it's basically everything you could ever want to be successful with the influencer program. And then you get access to myself, my community, my team. And it's a really good, if you're serious about making money with the influencer program, I do recommend it. There is a payment plan and everything. So there's a payment plan, but it's a one-time fee, right? One-time fee for lifetime support. So thank you. Christina says, to anyone who hasn't purchased Kathleen's course, you are wasting time and energy and need to buy it now. It is the gift that keeps on giving, worth every penny. Thank you, Christina. I'm going to take a little screenshot of that because that's just an amazing, that's amazing feedback there. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's been really, it's been really fun. It's been really fun for me because I get to teach everybody. But then like what I also love about it too is that like we chat like this all the time, right? Because especially in the Facebook group, because there's just always new things going on, right? And I'll continue to come on these lives and let you guys know what's going on. Thank you, Emily. Emily says totally worth it. Thank you, Emily. And Brandon says the program is so helpful. Solid. Thank you. I'm just taking little screenshots because you guys are awesome. But yeah, it's just, if you're serious and you want to be surrounded by people who are serious and encouraging, and you want to learn the best strategies to make the most money in the least amount of time, then you want to start with this free masterclass and kind of work your way up there. There is a link to the course, but this will kind of take you through my little funnel that'll help get you the best pricing possible. So, yes, we have about 15 more minutes. Oh, good. We're doing pretty good on time here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Man, you guys are awesome. So we have, these are just more, I mean, are you guys just already in? Everyone's already in the, everyone's already in influencer and that's on here. This is awesome. Great info. If I was a beginner, this would be all I needed to learn everything you need to know. Man, you guys, this is great. Sarah said the course is so worth it. So much information and support, great community and fun. Oh, this is so great. And brand picks with speed. Love the course, so helpful and keeps adding so much info. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best things is that I just keep adding stuff. Actually, I have something I need to add still for you guys because I created like a video scripts. So I'm actually going to add that in the bonus section over this weekend because, you know, like depending on what kind of products what kind of video do you want to create? It's really helpful to have scripts. And so I have a whole new like bonus script thing. So I'm gonna be adding that and then I'll email you guys about it. And we have a call next week too. Thank you. Judy says Kathleen's course makes this adventure possible. Could not do Amazon without her guidance. It's like the 4-year degree in a few weeks. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Judy. That's fantastic. Fantastic feedback. But yeah, we do live Q&As every month. And oh no, it's not next week. It's the week after. Yeah, it's the last Tuesday of the month. But thank you everyone for your amazing, amazing feedback. Okay, let me get back to, we talked about Inspire. All right, I got 2 more things. And they're all about layouts. So I'll start with the one I don't like. The influencer storefront's new layout. What do you guys think? Does anyone like it? I guess I should ask because most people I've talked to, no, we don't like it. I personally, I don't like it. I think it's clunky. I think it's, I don't know. I tried looking at like, I guess it looks a little bit better on mobile. Desktop though, it looks terrible. I don't know. I don't know what Amazon is thinking. But I don't like it. And I love how you guys are not being super negative right now because, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Emmy. Yeah, Emmy hates it. And Beth, nope. Okay. I'm saying a lot because I'm trying to figure out how to not be so negative. I don't like it. I agree, Erica. It is not visually appealing. I don't like it, and maybe they'll take it away. I don't know. Obviously, they've tested something, and they've tested something, and that's why they've rolled this all out. This has been over probably a couple months now because I know some people that had their storefront change like right away, and then it just rolled out to like everybody else. I don't know, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? The days are all kind of running together. But Lynn says, I don't like it either. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens and kind of do the best we can. I think the biggest thing is like the thumbnails, right? Because they're square now. So if you took a whole bunch of time to make beautiful thumbnails, they probably look a little bit warped and not so great. Yeah, Beth said, I keep wondering something else must be coming for them to do it. I think you might be right there. And oh yeah, Judy, you have a great point here. I do like that the customer can click right to the product. One positive. That is a really good positive. And I wonder if I would assume we get credit for that, right? So instead of them having to click through, that's a really good point, Judy, my fellow Amazon seller. Yeah, because I guess instead of clicking on the video, watching it, and then clicking on the product, they're eliminating that extra click through because now you can see the video. You can't actually watch the video, right? I don't think it auto plays unless mine hasn't updated to that. But yeah, I guess you can just kind of click on that product right underneath the thumbnail there. That is definitely a plus. That is definitely a plus. I do like that. That's a great point. Judy, thanks for kicking it up a notch, making it positive. Let's see. Toon Tiding says I saw another influencer storefront and his thumbnails all still look good. Mine are now awful. Yeah, I wonder if yeah, I need to check on my thumbnails, like, because I do some thumbnails. I don't do a ton of thumbnails, but honestly, I haven't really looked too hard to see. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. They look okay. They don't look great. They're still cut off. No, actually, no. My thumbnails look terrible. That other influencer must have redone them and done the correct format. I mean, they look like squares, right? They look like more like Facebook posts or like Instagram posts, maybe. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know, instead of like the YouTube kind of thumbnail. So, should we skip the thumbnails for now? I don't know, it's kind of up to you. I only do thumbnails every so often just to kind of test, so I'm not like huge into that, but it's kind of up to you, I think. I'm skipping them for now, but I mean, you can do whatever you think. If you think that my problem is that I can't there's no data. So I can't see how many people click on videos, right? I can't see clicks on my videos because Amazon doesn't give us that data. So it's really hard to test if the thumbnails are working versus not. I don't know. I don't know. That's really hard. Thank you, Susan. Susan said Kathleen leaves no page unturned. Her course covers everything and she keeps you up to date. Priceless. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, Judy, I think we do. I think we do. I think we would get the credit because the click would still be coming from your storefront. So I'm just kind of thinking aloud, thinking through that. But I do think that I do think you would still get the credit. I'm just kind of looking at it from all angles, like, oh, that is a good point. But at the same time, right? Make sure we're getting the click or make sure we're getting the credit, because if they're not watching the video, yeah, I don't know. But like Beth said, I really think that, so they did this for a reason. They did this for a reason, but is there something more coming? Are they going to add something? Remember when they added curations? Those weren't always there. It was idealist, photos, videos, and then they added curations right at the top. Like I said, that wasn't always there. And so maybe they're going to add something that's amazing and awesome. I'm going to choose to believe that. So, um, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got? Lots of thumbnails. Lots of thumbnails. Let's see. Angry Owl Outdoor says, I'm sure these questions get old, but I was rejected on the first 3 videos. They were all the same brand, but different size pouches, 2 of which were not available at publish. Did not realize till after publish. So first 3 videos, do you think that would cause a problem? So for your first 3 videos, I've got videos on the channel that you can find that'll help you with your first 3 videos, but my 30-second recommendation for that would be different products for sure. Because if you do all the same products but different sizes or different colors, it doesn't really showcase that you're I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really showcase all of the things that you can do, right? But what I would do is pick 3 different products, safe products. Pick things that you're not going to make any sort of claims on. If 2 of those items were not available when you published, I don't know that you can even tag products that are out of stock. You used to not be able to, but yeah, if the items are out of stock, that's definitely not going to help you. But pick 3 different items that are safe, that you're making 0 claims about. Focus on the product and why you use it and why you love it, and show how it works. And that's it. Yeah, that would be my best recommendation. Yes, Epic Value Data says I use thumbnails for YouTube anyway, so I'll keep up with them. Yeah, if you're doing YouTube thumbnails, just put them on Amazon, or maybe I don't know, use Canva now to reformat so that they're in a square instead. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have like those weird, I don't know, thumbnails. I don't know. There's no way to know if they work or not. So Maggie says, I've noticed a photo as thumbnail, not overdone. Yeah, helps with clicks conversion versus a still shot from your video. Ah, very good observation. Thank you. So a photo, yes, helps versus a still shot from your photo. Oh, okay. Yeah, photo as a thumbnail. I like that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so many things that you can test and like kind of try and figure out. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Hey, when we do these Q&As, like there's really no stupid questions, right? Like certain places you go and you ask questions and people get annoyed and that's not us, right? So come here and ask your questions. If you are brand new and you're still trying to get your first 3 videos approved, like there's nothing wrong with asking these questions because if you go down the YouTube rabbit hole, there is there's very much a lot of conflicting information. So I've got a couple minutes here left. I'm going to throw up my masterclass again, just for anyone who, especially people that are newer, but also people that are looking to scale, right? So this is the best place for you to go if you want to scale and learn more and be around like-minded people and really accelerate your knowledge and your earnings with the Amazon Influencer Program. The last thing I want to talk about is a format change that I kind of love, and that's the lower carousels. Have you guys seen the updates to the lower carousels that have been happening over the last couple weeks? Because I love it. It's still very far down, but it's basically like another upper carousel. It's just lower, which I think is fantastic because it's just, I think it's giving us a little bit more exposure, especially if you're not in the upper carousel and you're only in the lower carousel. I haven't seen it great on mobile yet. I still have to kind of investigate that more. But on desktop, I love it because it's huge, right? It's like in your face. Like you like have to watch. If you scroll down that far, you kind of like have to watch a video. It's like so big. So I think it's great. I'm very interested to see if lower carousel items will start converting more because of the update on the product page there. I think it's a great opportunity and I'm looking forward to. I'm not quite as angry now when I look at my my influencer fruit and see where my videos are placed, if they're upper, lower, or both. Not angry, right? But it's always like, ooh, upper, upper, upper. And now if they're in lower, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. I know they convert still at lower, and I'm very curious if they're gonna start converting more so at lower too. So um, let's see. Samantha has a great question. If your video gets taken off the carousel, do you make a new video for that product or do you just move on to other products? Samantha, I have a great video on this channel here, and I think it's like if you know what to do when your clicks start going down. And it's basically what to do when your videos start falling off the carousel. Before you make a second video, what I would go do is I would change something. I would update your thumbnail or I would update your title. Just do one, don't do both because you can't test something when you change 2 things, but you can test something when you change 1 thing. So what I do is if I have a video that was on the upper carousel that was converting really well, and now all of a sudden it's off and it's not making me any sales, I will go and update the title first. Just try a new title, try something, go look and see what videos are on that upper carousel, what are their titles. I make a different title and I just update that in the video part, right, where it's uploaded to Amazon. Just you can update the title. You can't change anything with the video. But the 2 things you can do are update the title and the thumbnail. So I'll always try to update the title first, and I'll try to get a better title that maybe I think would have a higher click-through rate. And what that does is it then re-triggers Amazon to review the video again, which it's usually very quick because all you did was change the title. And a lot of times that will get you back in the rotation for getting on that upper carousel. So I would do that first. If that doesn't work, do the thumbnail. And if that doesn't work, then make a new video. So it's really up to you. For me, it depends on how much money I'm making on that particular video, and that will determine how much time and effort I then put into trying to get that video back on the upper carousel. If it was a huge money maker for me, I'm watching that, I'm watching that carousel and that video like daily and making sure that it's there. And then when it's not there, I'm going to update. If the update doesn't work, then I'm going to create new content. So I hope that's helpful. So we have reached the top of the hour. Thank you everyone for coming and joining me live. Let's see here. What resource can I leave with you guys? Oh, this is a good one. Let's do our do's and don'ts. This is a free PDF that is basically a compilation of a whole bunch of different helpful links and guides directly from Amazon. There's one from the FTC. Just a lot of like, here are our do's and don'ts as far as like what's okay, content posting and all that good stuff. Lots of questions around like, what can I do and what can I not do? And so this is a good resource. If you guys don't already have it, grab this. It's totally free. And let's see here. Yes, Samantha, you're welcome. Again, thank you all for coming live. If you guys found this helpful, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I'm pretty sure you have to be subscribed to watch. So I think all you guys have already been subscribed. And one thing I'm trying to do is we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Once I get 5,000 subscribers, we're going to do like a giveaway live, and it's going to be a really fun special event here. And I am at, I don't even know how many subscribers. You guys could probably see better than me, but I'm very close to 5,000 subscribers. So hopefully in the next week or two, I'll be able to announce that, and we'll have a special, like giveaway and all that good stuff. I was going to do it today, but there's so much going on. I can't even begin to tell you guys, although everyone has so much going on. So that's why I'm not going to begin to tell you guys all the crazy stuff that's going on with my week. But yes, thank you. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much for coming. And Lynn and Judy, you guys are wonderful. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Make sure you guys join the free Facebook group if you want some more support after this. And I'll be back next week. I don't know exactly what we're talking about next week, but you'll all get an email. If not already on my email list, make sure you grab the free masterclass. And for everyone that's in the program here, we have some new trainings being added. Like I said, I'm going to try to do it over the weekend. Worst comes to worst, it'll be Monday, but we've got a new video script template. And then anybody who is like, all right, I just want to like learn a little bit more. This is the direct link to my paid program. There is a coupon code. If you guys need, you can always email me. And there is a payment plan, but this is a one and done, right? So you pay and then you get support, forever. And like I said, we've already talked about this. You guys can ask anybody in the group here or in the Facebook group and all that, what their feedback is, but, no one's saying any negative things. So I have to believe that it's been very helpful for everybody. And so I appreciate all the nice things people are saying, but this is really, if you want to accelerate your earnings, this is the place to be. We meet like this pretty frequently, and everyone who's in this program gets like insider access to things, right? So I do one-on-one sessions, but only with people in the paid program, because I know that they're at a certain level, right? So, and I don't have a lot of time for one-on-one sessions. So when I open them up, they go pretty fast. I've never been able to extend them outside of my paid program because they always get snatched up really quickly. So anyway, everyone have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for coming. Hug someone you love today, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.